Hi everyone, I'm Victoria with Precipice, and I just want to thank you for being here with me this evening. I always really appreciate it. And I'm here basically to talk about, again, how we can move through chaotic times and be our highest selves through these times. And I'd like to start by talking about the solar eclipse that's happening tomorrow. And I know everyone on the planet is probably talking about this, so I won't go into it too much. But it is it's a ring of fire eclipse, which means basically that the moon is pretty far from the earth, and so it doesn't fill up the whole sun when it moves in front of it. So you just see the ring of fire around the moon. And I'm sure if you're into astronomy or astrology, you know this, but some people don't. And so I just thought I'd put that out there. And so we will not see it from really the only places it'll be seen is, I think, Antarctica, maybe the southern tip of South America and Africa, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we won't see it very much at all in North America, in any of the Americas, or any place else besides the very southern part of the planet. So, but we will feel it. We'll feel it. This is a powerful eclipse. All eclipses are game changers, and if you're not conscious of eclipses, then you're feeling the effects, but you're just not really aware of what might have precipitated some changes in your life. So this solar eclipse is also ushering in the year of the fire horse. So it's quite powerful, as because the year of the fire horse starts with the second new moon after the solstice, and but it's not always an eclipse. So it's just really going to be interesting to see how things pan out. We already know that we're in chaotic times, unless you've been hiking, in the forest for the last couple of years or hiding under a rock or something. It's really clear that we are in game-changing times that we haven't seen in a very long time. So I'm here to see if we can build a community where we find a safe place to land and where we can grow into our own authenticity so that we can move forward and provide our own energy to the collective to make this world what we want it to see. And in a few days, I'll be talking about the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, which is all about that. Basically, that'll be about structures falling and new vision, new dreams, and that's also going to be part of the chaos that's happening. Though we've got a lot of change coming. So the solar eclipse is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is about innovation and forward thinking and really thinking out of the box. There's always also new technological, anything to do with Aquarius usually means new technology, and I think we're probably going to see much more in that arena in the near future. I mean, we're already seeing such changes. It's incredible. And that's something else that we have to deal with, right? It's about stepping into your authenticity and just being who you are right now, which is the most important way that we can contribute to the collective. Instead of following along like sheep, with whatever somebody's telling us to do, I think it's really important for us to decide what is the highest way and the best way to take care of each other, which is also a signature of Aquarius. That it's the sign of community and the collective. And so we have a lot going. We have Pluto moving through Aquarius for the next 19 years, which is a signature of rebellion and upheaval. And so, we just need to strap in and and stay on that horse, stay on the fire horse, which is, we don't need to say much about the fire horse. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be fast moving, and the horse energy is what it is. It's independent. It moves forward. And especially the fire horse, it's going to be just interesting to see what the ride is like. So I'm not going to talk too much about that. You can Google it in a million places right now. But the fact that an eclipse, a solar eclipse, is happening at the same time that's ushering in the year of the fire horse, this makes it what they're calling double yang energy. It's powerful, and it's fast moving, and it's fiery, and it's just going to be an interesting time for us to navigate. And then in 3 days we move into a conjunction in a planetary aspect, which I'll be talking about in a few days. That's going to be on the 20th, which will also usher in new beginnings. So basically we're at the end of a lot of old patterns, old structures. This last year has been the year of the snake, where we shed our skin and we're starting fresh, and it really is happening right now. So what I want to do is come up with some ways where we can move forward and stay in a place of peace and discover our own authenticity, our own individual power, so that we can contribute to the collective in the highest way possible. So I'm just super excited to be here with you to talk about that. And I've actually had friends recently ask me if I would just assign like some homework or something so that we have some steps that we can take. And of course, spiritual growth is not something that happens overnight. And the big changes that we want to make in both personally and in the collective are not going to happen overnight. And it's a step-by-step process. So the next thing that I want to talk about is how important I feel that ritual is in our lives to keep us centered and to keep us focused on something other than, personal problems, which God knows we all still have those in the midst of the collective upheaval, and to keep us focused on something bigger, keep us focused on the divine, however you experience that personally. It's just a way to really to stay centered and stay at peace as much as we can. And because we, as a collective, a lot of us have stopped going to churches. We've, for whatever reason, which we can go into in more detail later, but that's part of the evolution of consciousness, is that we're no longer willing to listen. Maybe it's to somebody who says they know more than we do. I think we're discovering that for ourselves. This eclipse in Aquarius is part of that. Absolutely, it's a big part of that. So I want to start by talking about ritual and how important I think it is, and I'm going to do another short video on that, and then I'll probably just attach it to this video. So we'll look forward to that, and that'll be my first homework assignment, is for us to find a way to experience ritual, even just for a minute or 5 minutes every single day. It will help. If you're already a meditator, if you're already doing yoga, if you're already practicing ritual, then great. And we can add to that, or you keep doing what you're doing, or get some new ideas here. So I think it'll be really great to work together on that, and just find our place where we can find some peace every single day. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and we'll talk a little bit more about ritual. Take care. Sending love to all. Thank you.